Welcome back. We're just hours away from the Minnesota Firearms Deer Opener. A good time to brush up on safety, and we're not just talking gun safety. The DNR says 1 in 3 hunters suffer serious injuries from falling each season. Here's photojournalist Jenny Teray.
You're out in the woods. You're out in the peace and quiet, enjoying nature, and it's really relaxing.
Sometimes you end up falling asleep because it's like you're so relaxed out there and it's so peaceful. So it's also why you want to wear the harness and everything.
A lot of the falls happen either from someone falling asleep or, again, you're getting excited.
So I grew up hunting and I also got into trapping. I was always pushing safety because I just saw too many accidents.
Clip into the tree, and having a safety harness, it will catch you so that you can recover back up into that stand. If the straps had broken or part of the tree fell, she'll want to put her foot in that suspension relief strap, taking some of that pressure off of her legs.
It takes a little bit of coordination. Practicing with it before you're in the situation is super helpful.
When birds are flushed and deer are walking or running, you know, the human chemicals kick in, the adrenaline.
It is easy to get excited about something and then miss a step. There's so many things that could happen.
I had one hunter climbed into the stand and once it became daylight discovered a wasp's nest. Fortunately wasn't injured but did fall out of that stand getting stung. So it's really important to check that stand, check the straps.
The stands that I grew up in, we would constantly maintain it. It was made out of wood. It's not like a lot of the more modern ones that you have today.
Have a good grip, 3 points of contact as you're going up and down. You don't want to be dealing with a slung rifle. So using a haul line is essential. The firearm is unloaded and the safety is on. The muzzle should be down as you're hauling up the firearm. And that's where you'll be able to remove it from the haul line, load it, and you'll be able to hunt.
It's like a cherished time for me. I want to make sure that I'm doing it the right way so that I'm making it home to the family at the end of the day and teaching my kids how to do it the right way too.
I don't want to be responding to a call of somebody that I taught or that I know. So if I can pass some of this along and help keep everybody else safe out there, it's a win.
Switching gears now, KARE 11 Investigates continues to expose how Minnesota taxpayers were treated like a bottomless ATM, paying private companies for Medicaid services that clients never received. Here's investigative reporter AJ Legault with the latest findings in Recovery, Inc.
Erna Hammerschmidt relishes the rural life she's building in Oak Grove, Minnesota.
And I've been through a lot. It's nice to be able to say I have a place where I actually feel safe.
Safe and 2 years sober after 15 years in active addiction. Erna is a success story for both Minnesota's rehab and Housing Stabilization Services, or HSS programs.
Are we sitting in a home that a housing stabilization worker helped you find?
Absolutely, we are.
She's watched with concern as KARE 11's investigations expose seemingly endless cases of fraud in these programs that helped her. So, decided she'd better check her own Medicaid insurance billing claims.
Well, it was weird. I was looking at my claims and I saw this company called Community Care Partners in there, and I was like, who are these people?
They were billing her Medicaid.
Day after day.
Billing a lot.
$188.90.
Week after week.
Same thing.
Month after month.
Until you saw their name on your insurance billing, had you ever heard of this company?
No. This company, Community Care Partners, has never worked with me in any way, shape, or form. It's like, who are you? I don't know who you are.
Who are Community Care Partners? Their website says they provide ARMS. ARMS is the acronym for Adult Rehabilitative Mental Health Services, a Medicaid program overseen by the Minnesota Department of Human Services that helps an individual develop and enhance psychiatric stability.
I've never received any type of ARMS services.
Online, Community Care Partners solicits referrals with very detailed information requested. The exact info you'd need to start billing someone's Medicaid. When you click on Meet Our Team, you get a page with no information. It does say, find us at our working location in St. Anthony.
Let's go see if Community Care Partners is actually here.
So KARE 11 set out to do just that.
This is the address. It says it's Suite 312.
We found a small sign on a door and a mailbox but no one answered.
Doesn't look like anybody's actually here. It's 1:45, so we're in the middle of the day during business hours.
The Secretary of State website listed a manager. When KARE 11 contacted her, she provided evidence that she'd sold the business in December 2023. That sale happened before the ghost billing to Erna's insurance started, and the timing raises even further questions. State Medicaid data reveals Community Care Partners billed just $20,000 in 2022 and $10,000 in 2023. However, in 2024, under new ownership, the company's Medicaid billing didn't just grow, it exploded by nearly 7,000% to more than $700,000. And at least in Erna's case, the money was paid when no services were provided.
To be blunt, you feel like fraud was committed?
Oh, absolutely. There's no way it was not committed.
Eventually, KARE 11 received an email from one of the current owners, Mohammed, who refused to participate in an interview but acknowledged fraudulent billing. He wrote that when they learned of a client's allegations, we immediately conducted an internal review and, that same day, terminated the staff member involved.
Community Care Partners owner also wrote that all appropriate authorities, including DHS, have been notified and they're working on repayment for what he labeled an isolated incident.
Erna says, in her new life, honesty and integrity are crucial for sobriety. So having her name used to exploit Minnesota taxpayers is a betrayal.
Granted, it's not like coming out of my own pocket, but in the end of the day, it's coming out of someone's. And it's not all right.
Community Care Partners never responded to KARE 11's follow-up questions about the name of the employee they claim to have fired and to what, if any, law enforcement agency they reported the fraudulent billing. DHS would not confirm whether there's an investigation underway into this company. However, just last week, DHS and the governor announced ARMS is one of the programs that will now be subject to third-party bill auditing to check for signs of fraud. For KARE 11 Investigates, I'm AJ Legault.
Stick with us. More news and weather's coming up after the break.